Everybody, welcome to my channel. We're going to have ourselves a wig chat today. This is not a new style, but boy, is it ever a classic, and I cannot wait to see it in my other favorite color in this line. Yep, we're taking a look at a Raquel Welch wig today in the color Shaded Cappuccino. This is Crowd Pleaser. Truly is a crowd pleaser, and you're going to see why. It gives a very sort of sexy but casual old Hollywood feeling. At least it does for me. I have this wig already, but it's in Shaded Biscuit. And boy, that really light, beautiful, cool blonde does give you a bit of that sort of Marilyn Monroe feel. And I have not worn that one in quite some time, but I'm ready to revisit it in this color. So this is Crowd Pleaser in Shaded Cappuccino. I have never tried this in this color. I wanted to go a little bit darker for the fall, and that is why I decided to try it in this color. I am wearing Shaded Biscuit right now. This is Raquel Welch Editor's Pick Elite in Shaded Biscuit. So you can see how much warmer and darker this color is compared to Shaded Biscuit. So let's take a look at the cap. It all happens in the cap. We have a complete machine wefted cap, which gives you a pretty good amount of stretch, not a whole lot, but it does give you some. It also gives you a little bit of ventilation. These machine wefts do allow a little bit of ventilation to happen there. We do not have a full monofilament crown in this style, but we do have a left side monofilament top. And so that means if you part it anywhere in there, you're going to get a very scalp-like appearance. We do have the beautiful Raquel Welch lace front. We have the velvet-lined ear tabs. That's very comfortable. With metal stays in there, keeps it nice and close to the side of your head. Do not have an extended nape on this style, but it is lined with that same velvet material. We have the Velcro adjusters here, which I prefer over the bra strap pull kind. There is this closed kind of crown area here that wraps behind this monofilament part. And there is some permatease in there, but there's not a lot at all in this style. And I think you'll find that it's very useful and tastefully done. So this has been my favorite sort of way to secure my wigs lately. I don't tend to wear my wigs as often as I used to, especially with COVID and not really going out of the house much. I put the wig on, I go do what I need to do, and then when I come home, it comes right off again. So I don't tend to use the it stays when I know I'm not going to have the wig on very long. If I do, that is definitely what I do, is I will put the it stays right in the front perimeter and a low ponytail in the back. I prefer to wear them that way. They are more comfortable for me to not have to wear anything else on my head. But lately, this has been my go-to wig grip. It's been my absolute favorite one. You don't feel it as much as the bigger, bulkier ones. And while the nap of this particular brand is it's not as aggressive. So you may not like this in the fact where it's just not as thick of a, so it may not give you that security feeling that the other wig grips do, but I promise you it does its job. And I have not had one slip on me or blow off my head or anything like that when I wear this, and I wear this all the time. So let me show you why I love this. It tapers, so it's thickest here, and then it starts tapering right about behind the ear, which is, I love that. I hate the bulk that I get with a wig grip, which is why I don't like them. Man, it gets bulky back here and then it starts riding up and it'll actually go over my ponytail and cause this bigger sort of bulky thing back here. I hate it. Whereas this one does not do that. So my wig goes underneath that ponytail and it secures really nicely. So I don't really need the wig grip material to grip my wig back there. My ponytail does that for me. But where I do need that grip is right up here, especially just right in through this area. It does a great job. It feels more comfortable. I'm able to wear it without it annoying me so very badly. I will put the link to that wig grip. I may have it in my Amazon little shop that I put my favorite things in. You just always want to remember the tag goes on the right. However, I do mine inside out because I don't want you to see the tag in the wig. Like if it were a hand-tied wig, you could see this tag because it's all that sort of hand-tied cap. This one probably wouldn't, but I have a habit now of turning this inside out. It still needs to be on the right-hand side. So then I do this and I make sure that it doesn't curl and I pull it back to where I just start seeing my own hair, get it behind my ears, make sure it's tucked under my ponytail and that it's not rolling around. It's all the right way. This can be adjusted so you can pull it a little tighter or make it more loose if you need it to be that way. All right, let's try this again. Okay, just about where my hair would be. Make sure it's straight. Cup those tabs in toward the temple. See, I'm so used to pulling out my hair, but we're not going to do that this time. Let me kind of... Oh, wow. This is, I mean, I'm telling you, it doesn't happen very often where you can get a wig out of the box, stick it on your head, run your fingers through it a little bit, and it looks pretty dang good. Doesn't happen often for me. It's just fluffing it up. There's just sort of the right amount of flip and curl and body in this style that I love. I forgot how much I love this style. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to kind of leave it like this right now, and I'm going to do a spin for you so you can see what this looks like all the way around. Love this length. There's not a lot. My cat just opened up the door by herself. This color is not as warm as you think it is. I know up against Shaded Biscuit, you know, this really comes off as quite warm, but this is not as warm, I think, as you think it is. It's not as cool as I originally thought it was when I first put on this color. I thought, wow, I just thought this was going to be much cooler because it does have this really pretty kind of light brown, warm, sort of background warmth to it, but it's not brassy at all. It does lend. I like to look at this color more as a neutral kind of where I would put Shaded Praline in the John Renault line. I feel like that's a neutral. Depending on maybe how you do your makeup or what clothes you wear, it may push to one side or the other, but it's it's not super warm and it's not really, really cool either. It's this beautiful in the middle color. Love it. It is gorgeous. It's like no other color that I can compare it to in any other line that I have seen. It is just its own unique, beautiful color. The dimension in shaded cappuccino is the epitome of what I think a wig color should have, and that is this beautiful, subtle, gorgeous dimension to it. You know, we've got the lighter bits right around the hairline, right around the face. However, it's got this beautiful mixed bit right around that lace front, which I like. But the highlight that's in this is absolutely gorgeous. If you have a little bit of gray in your hair, like I do, you can pull out your own hair and it's going to blend really nicely with shaded cappuccino. I love that about this color. I don't really have to use too much, if at all, of my fill-in powder, because my own natural hair, you know, kind of does blend in pretty dang good with this color. So that's a plus. This is right out of the box, and I'm just gonna kind of loosen up and awaken the curls, awaken the fibers, kind of break it up a bit. Just do it carefully. This is a heat-friendly fiber, so it is even more delicate than the non-heat-friendly synthetic fibers. There is that bit of permatease, you know, right here, right in the crown and right along the part, but I think it is there for a great reason, and that's to give a little bit of lift right around that part. So this is just not hugging your head. I think that can look wiggy. So I like that it's there. It's not over the top at all, not even a little bit. It's just really beautifully done. The points of this style that I absolutely adore is this swoopy sort of bang, so sexy, and I just love the way that it swoops. It's just gorgeous. I love tucking one side of this style because it always seems to flip up perfectly behind the ear. And sure enough, that's what my other one did, and it's doing the same thing. It just looks so cute. You could even do a really cute little clip here. It is really retro in a great way. Fibers of this wig, because they are beautiful. The denier of the fibers, meaning just kind of, I would say the diameter, but actually synthetic fibers are flat. But you know, there are differences in the denier, meaning how they look, how big each fiber is or how thick it is. And that resonates with the style and the overall feel and vibe of that particular wig. And I just happen to really love the fibers of Raquel Welch wigs. They feel realistic. They move realistically. And I just really love this kind of denier in my wigs. And that is playing both with the density of the style of that wig and the denier. Those two components right there is what is going to make up that vibe and feel and look of that style, of that wig. And so eventually you tend to gravitate toward those brands that those two items, the density and the denier, really come together to bring you something that you really love. And that's very individual. For me, Raquel Welch mastered that. And this is the heat-friendly fiber. I'm talking about the heat-friendly fiber because that does change for me. when it isn't. But in this Raquel Welch line, the heat-friendly fiber to me is perfection when it comes to that denier. And the density now, the density will definitely differ from style to style, even in the Raquel Welch line. So with this style, I can tell you the density is perfect for me. I love it. It isn't too much hair. Even when I have just the littlest bit of fullness here, it's still, my eye is like, yes, this is working. It feels like my hair. I'm not fighting with it. I don't feel like it's wiggy. And that's because the density of this style is beautiful. It's not too much, and it isn't too low of density where it turns into almost this cotton candy kind of light fiber that I actually don't like in my wigs. Wow, I seriously forgot how much I love this wig. It is so cute, and it's cute every time you put it on. It is so stinking cute. I love it. What else can we say about Crowd Pleaser? Very appropriately named, I can say that. It's gorgeous. You can tuck both sides if you want it, but I still like a little lift right through here. Gosh, it's so cute. I feel really good in this one. I do. I feel really good. And the ends are so wisped out and light that it is so easy to just sort of manipulate, pull, and move, and it kind of stays there. Now, you could put a little hairspray in it once you kind of get it where you want it. And honestly, and I know this doesn't sound like me, I tend not to put much of anything in this particular one. It just is cute, and it stays, it's bouncy, and I like when it gets a little messy and one curl might, I don't know, it works. It just works. I think I'm going to lower the ring light intensity a little bit, but hopefully just to see in a little bit different light with this color, if it helps. Today. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put a button in this one. Is that a saying, a button? I'm going to go ahead and put a pencil. I don't know what that saying is, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to button it up. That's what I'm going for. This is Crowd Pleaser in the color Shaded Cappuccino by Raquel Welch. I'm going to go ahead and put the link to this wig as well as all the specs down below in the description area. You will find always whatever wig I'm wearing in that video, whether it's a wig chat or not, I will always put that down below in the description area. You may have to scroll for a bit because I'll always put the information pertaining to that video first, and then down below in there, that's where you'll find that information if I forget to say it. And oftentimes, if it's not a wig chat or it's not wig related, a makeup video, skincare, but I'm wearing a piece and you like it, I'm often, I'm not going to probably tell you what it is in the video, but you will find it down in the description box. So if you're interested in the weight of this and in all of the different sort of measurements of the lengths and all of that, you'll find that down there, all the specs to this wig down below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. I would appreciate it. It would help me out and my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. It's going to tell you the second I release a new video. Thank you so much for hitting that thumbnail and spending some time with me today. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.